what I've got. Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Those of you who are new, hi, my name is Kayla. I am a working makeup artist. I love makeup. Makeup makes me so happy. So to skincare, I devour it all. Today's video is going to be one hell of a fun video because I got my hands on the new Danessa Myricks Beauty Defining Neutrals palette, groundwork palette for the eyes, brows, face, and lips. So you can do your whole face with this palette, except for obviously your foundation, your concealer, you know, but I am just beyond excited about this product. It is so innovative, such a genius product, and it's great for someone like me who has clients who I needed this in my life. I needed something like this in my life. So the outer packaging is just, I think it's just beautiful. You have like almost like a faux leather kind of textured material over here. It's like a bronzy color, and then you have this beautiful plaque. I have colorblind. I don't know if well, I've mentioned it in a couple of my previous videos. I am half colorblind. I was born almost completely blind, but I don't let that stop me from chasing my dream as a makeup artist. I do not let it stop me. It never has, and it never will. But if you hear me describing a shade or trying to describe a certain shade, because certain shades throw me off, like shades of gray or a deep midnight blue. I'm not sure if it's, you know, black or blue, but most of the time I can tell. Sometimes, depending on the opacity of the color itself, the shade, if I'm filming at night, my vision is a little bit worse. So all I ask is for a little extra patience when it comes to if I'm describing a shade in the palette to you. That's all I ask. Other than that, we're here to have fun. We're here to do makeup together. If you need to do your makeup too, grab your brushes, grab a favorite palette, or if you have this palette you want to follow along, fantastic. Let's do this. Alright, so you get 20 pans in this palette. So you get, well, okay, so I'm gonna kind of explain this to you guys because it could be a little confusing. You get 10 pomades. They're velvet pomades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then you get matching fix. What's it's called? Oh my goodness! I should know this, but powders, and they're infused with Upsolite, which, if you're familiar with the Danessa Myricks products, such as her Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder, that also contains Upsolite technology, which is known to control oil. It's a great ingredient when it comes to makeup. I love it, and I used my Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder like it's water. It's going out of style. I do not do my makeup without it. I don't care if I'm using a shade, because I have 3 different shades. I have shades Universal, shade 1, and shade 2. I prefer to use the shade Universal or shade 1 because this way, not only is it a great primer for your for not only your face but your eyes, but because I don't want to get too off topic here, but it's my holy grail. Let's just leave it at that. It's my holy grail. But so I'm going to read you all the shades that we have here. We have Sandstone, which is this shade right here. That's Sandstone. We have, I don't like to fold my palettes back. I don't know why, I just don't. Because then they don't stay upright, like when I try to put it up against something to hold it up to use the mirror. But I'll try to do the best I can. This is Desert, right here, Desert. We have Mirage. We have, I'm reading upside down. We have the chiseled. We have sculpted. And then going from the bottom, from left to right, we have stone. We have core. We have harvest. We have bark. And we have tourmaline. This black, beautiful black shade right here. So what I'm going to use this palette for is I'm going to use it for my eyes. I'm going to use it as bronzer. I'm going to use it to do a lip liner. I'm going to try my best because I typically don't use a brush to do my lip liner. I just use like a regular lip liner, like a pencil or a twist up, like a not a mechanical pencil, but you guys know what I mean. I'm gonna do my brows. So this video is gonna be longer than most of my videos. I know some are a little long, but they're informative. So, but if you guys feel free to skip ahead if you want to watch any particular part of this video. I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna hold it against you people. I'm not like that. I'm very laid back. I'm very, very, very laid back. So I primed my eyes with the Pat McGrath Labs Intensifies eyeshadow primer, the new one that came out like maybe, I don't know, like a month ago, if that. And then I set my eyes with the NARS Soft Matte Perfecting a setting powder, the compact one, the pressed one, not the loose one. And even though it's made for your face, it sets eyeshadow like I can't even describe to you. But that's a makeup artist tip for you guys. Try it. Trust me, I would not steer you guys wrong ever. So I'm gonna grab my Sonia G Blender Pro. I love this brush, and the reason I'm choosing to use this brush, not only is it a natural hair brush, but it is super, super soft, and I think it will really pair well with with the texture and the formulation of these shades, of these powders, and even the pomades too. I don't have the face version of these brushes because they're a little expensive, but I do have natural hair brushes that are for the face that we're going to be using today, later on in the video, of course. So I think what I want to do is I want to do somewhat of see, everything is so beautiful, I'm having trouble picking out a shade, but I'm trying to think what shade is calling my name right now. I'm gonna start off with Sandstone right here as my transition shade, and the brush fits perfectly in there. I don't know how much it picked up because it's kind of hard to see. Okay, I'm gonna use the mirror. Oh, they're so soft. Wow. Vanessa Myricks never fails, I swear. She is lovely. She is a genius. I have so much respect for her, the utmost respect for her. And I really hope I would love to meet her in person one day. I really, really would. She's just amazing. And I've heard from other YouTubers who have met her and who have spoken about it in their videos. That she's a lovely person in person, and she's very sweet. She's very, very smart. She's very laid back. She's got a very, very cool personality. You know, she's and she's just so she always comes out with such genius products. I just love her. I really do. So I like this transition shade, and also what you could use we might use the shade for at the very end to brighten the inner corner, because this is obviously an all matte palette. aside from the pomades, but those kind of are gonna have a matte look to them once we apply them to the face. So I'm gonna grab just a little bit more product on my brush. We're gonna do the other eye. While I do my eyeshadow, if you guys have time, if you guys have picked up this palette, if you guys are thinking about picking up this palette, drop a comment below. Let me know if you have, or if you are thinking about it, if you have it already, if you love it, if you don't. I want to hear from you guys. As always, I always say that. I want to hear from you guys because I love hearing from you guys. I really, truly, truly do. How to get more product, sorry. Don't mind my eyeshadow guards. The reason I use these is because I like a very specific, precise shape when I do my eyeshadow. I like it to have this kind of sharp wing to it, so that's why I use them. And I have a not only do I have eye issues, but my right hand, unfortunately, it's the dominant hand, because I am right-handed, not left-handed. My hand has a minor medical condition where it'll shake randomly, whether I have caffeine or not. It'll shake, so I apologize if that happens at any point in this video. I really, truly do. It's not something I can really help, but so these help prevent my eyeshadow from getting messed up if my hand does shake, because if it shakes and it goes here, that's fine because it's covering my skin. So that's why I use them, because I can make any shape without them. I just prefer to have that there to kind of back up my skin. Okay, so I like how that looks. It's a good, ooh, it's so pretty. What a great transition shade. I know it's not really much of a color, a shade, but it's there, I promise. Okay, I'm going to clean off my blending brush a little bit on my little towel type thing that I have on my knee. Because with natural hair brushes, you guys, for those of you who don't know or who don't use natural hair brushes on the regular, you don't have to wash them more than once a month because you don't want to dry out the natural hair on the brush. You don't want to do that, trust me. It's not gonna ever be the same again if you do. Alright, so I'm gonna put my brush back in its home. Every brush in my collection has a home. I'm going to grab let's see guys, I'm gonna grab my Sonia G Crease Pro brush, which is in the same collection as the brush that I just used. And I really want to use, I can't tell which shade's lighter because I'm half colorblind, but I want to use, is this more brown or is this more gray? I want to use Stone right here in my crease. This shade is really calling my name right now, and I really want to use it, so that's what we're going to do. These blend like butter, you guys. They really, truly do. These are blending like butter. The Shape and Fix powders. That's what they're called, Shape and Fix. I had half the title right. I also suffer from short-term memory loss. I was in a car accident in 2019. So sometimes I forget little details like that. Usually I don't, but once in a blue moon I will. Other than that, like I said, I don't let anything that's happened to me in the past affect my job as a makeup artist. I do not. Never, I never will. Never, ever, ever. I like this shade. It's like a cement gray maybe, but a little lighter. That looks really. I like that with that transition shade underneath it. I think it looks really good. I like how it's creating like a shadow and some depth. I do like that. So I'm gonna, of course, go with the same shade on the other eye. And we're gonna grab the black after this, and we're gonna use that in the outer corners. Which is called tourmaline. That's the name of the black shade in this palette, tourmaline. I know it's light. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but here's the side view. Center view. Slightly tilted upward view. I like making you guys laugh. Alright, I'm gonna grab a different brush. I think I'm gonna grab my Fusion detail brush. I'm thinking that would be better. Actually, wait a minute. I'm gonna grab my BK Beauty. Yeah, my BK Beauty 207 pencil blender. This brush may be tiny, but it is mighty. We're gonna go in with tourmaline. I only start with a little bit of black at a time because I don't want to grab too much and then it'd be a complete mess. I can't talk too loud because my 2.5-year-old son is sleeping, so I have to keep him sleeping, and so that we could do this video. I like how that black looks. And this brush blends so nicely too. Typically I prefer to use natural hair brushes, you know, like the ones, my Swing G's and my Refers, but I love the only synthetic brushes that I truly trust is BK Beauty, and I am actually going to be placing an order with them, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday when I get paid. I'm going to be buying quite a few new brushes because I do need some for my clients and some for myself as well. And I need to get more eyeshadow guards because my clients like when I create the same shape that I have on them. I don't know why, they just do. They're always like, oh, I love your makeup, can you do it like that? I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm like, why not? But then I run out quicker, and I don't want to do that. But I get them on Amazon for I think it's 500 or 600 of them. It's for like $17 or $16, which is nothing. So I'm going to be ordering those too. And then I'm also going to be purchasing the Jellyfish face palette by Hourglass that just came out like a few days ago. Maybe well, now it's probably about a week ago that it came out. So I'm going to be purchasing that one and maybe the leopard one. I'm not sure yet. depending on how big my paycheck is. It should be pretty decent of a check, hopefully. And then I also need to get some of my skincare products as well. I like that. I really like that a lot. Just blending it out just a little bit more. So it's kind of, what I like to do is kind of go like this, like kind of like flick it upwards in like this. I'm gonna go slowly so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. So it kind of helps to give it that ombre effect. I like that a lot. Why, thank you, Dennis Myricks. I really like the formula. I really love the texture of these Shave and Fix powders. So like I said, this video is long, and it's still going. It's going to be going because I'm going to be doing most of my makeup on here, on camera. So, but I will pause it before I do my foundation and my primer, primer, foundation, and my concealer. I will pause it so this way it's not like an hour and a half of a freaking video, but it is going to be a long one. That's why I said if you guys need to do your makeup, grab your brushes, grab a palette, or if you want to follow along, if you do have this palette, that would be awesome. I'm just going to do the same thing I did on the other side. Trying to give it that ombre effect. My finger, sometimes your finger helps blend very, very well. I do this on my clients too. Eye guard, stay down. I like it. I really like this look. Okay, I'm going to clean off my little BK Beauty brush. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do now is I am going to pause the video. I'm going to do my eyeliner and my mascara and come back, show you guys the final eye look. And then I'm going to do my brows on camera too. Then I'm going to pause it again. I'm just giving you guys a heads up of what the plan is. And then I'm going to do my sunscreen, so my SPF, my primer, my foundation, and my concealer. And then I'm going to hop back on camera to do the bronzer and my lip liner. And yeah, that's the plan. And and I'm going to be using one of the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin blushes, which also contains Upsolite technology as well. And this is in the shade Dancing Queen. But if you go light-handed, this shade is absolutely beautiful on any complexion. It's not just on deep complexions or tan complexions. It's any complexion. It's a really, really pretty shade. So we're going to be using that too. But, alright guys, I'll be right back. Guys, I'm back. So I did my eyeliner, did my mascara. Next, we're gonna do brows together. You and me. We're gonna do this shit together. So I have my Makeup by Oreo collab with Morphe brow brush. It's number A16. I'm gonna go in with the shade, let's see, either Bark or Sculpted for my eyes. Sculpted is darker, so I'm gonna go in with Sculpted. I'm gonna use the pomade, and then I'm gonna go over it with the Shape and Fix. I'm trying to hold this at the same time. All right, here we go. Let's see how this pomade is. Can't wait to use this on my clients. I'm so excited. I have a feeling I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this palette. It's just so innovative. It really, really is. And Danessa Myricks does not disappoint. I will say that. That looks beautiful. Okay, grab a little more for this side, and then we're gonna after we set it with the shape and fix. There we go. I'm gonna use the Benefit Cosmetics 24-hour brow setter to keep them set and in place all day while I work a 8 or 9 hour shift today. Should be fan-fucking-tastic. Okay, I need a little bit more. My dream, well, one of my dreams, when I'm down the road, is I want to have my own makeup line and my own makeup brush line as well. And that's something I will never stop chasing. Not gonna let any medical downsides that I have affect it. No way, no how. Not happening. Whether it's me being half colorblind, I'm just not gonna let it stop me. Does it affect me sometimes? You know, when I'm trying to describe a certain shade? Yes. But give me 1 second. I gotta switch brushes. I gotta grab a different brush so I can set this. Where did my other brush go? I'm trying to find it. In the world. Oh, I found it. Here we go. This is the dual-ended brush, the Makeup by Oreo collab with Morphe A19. So I'm going to use this end of the brush right here to use the Sculpted powder, the Shape and Fix powder, to set my brows. I might not even have to use gel, honestly, because I really want to see how these formulas perform on their own without interrupting their performance. I guess that would be the proper word. Once I have my foundation and my concealer on, I'm going to go on underneath, and I'm going to use probably, maybe not the black, but the Sculpted shade. Actually, I am going to use Tourmaline, because I do really like that shade a lot, actually. Alright, I'm going to clean up this brush too. Right, guys? So, because of my OCD, I'm gonna set it with the gel anyway, just because it's gonna drive me nuts if I don't. I just kind of laminate it. I don't really go up like this because I like the very, very specific shape. So, here's how we're looking. I really like how it looks so far. I really, really do. I'm loving it so far. So, I'm going to go do my foundation and my concealer, and I'll be right back. So, I did my foundation. I'm wearing my Gucci foundation with the new Gucci concealer. Perfect match. Match made in fucking heaven, guys. I'm telling you. Now, and I set my brows. I did my setting powder. I used the Westman Atelier Bubble Pink Translucent Setting Powder. To contour, I'm going to use the shade Chiseled right here. Because I like a cool tone contour. So I don't know how I'm going to fit this brush in here, guys, but we're going to try to make it work. Okay, we're going to see what we can do here. I like that a lot. I want to make it and build up just a little bit more. I like that. I like how it gives it that nice little shadow. That looks beautiful. I'm loving how this is coming out so far. I really am. Yes, I'm making the fishy face. Okay, we're going to do my forehead next. I think I'm just going to do like combining bronzer and contour, so bronzer, because that's what I usually do on a day that I have work, and I do have work today. I have work from 7, I get up at 3 a.m. guys, 3 a.m. just to be able to get this video done for you guys. So I hope that even though it doesn't have all these crazy special effects like other people's videos, I hope that it's still appreciated. I do. Over there. That looks really good. I like that a lot. Okay, clean off this brush. I'm just gonna put the palette down just for a second. I need to Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take my Gucci bronzer. It also has a cool undertone to it, and I'm gonna go right above the contour. That looks nice. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. This side looks snatched. This side slightly, I mean, it's impossible to make it look perfectly identical whether you're a makeup artist or not. Okay. Put that aside, clean off this brush. Now, I'm gonna take my Denasamyrix Yummy Skin Blurring, what's it called? These, Flush? I think it's called Blush. I don't remember the exact title word for it, but in the shade Dancing Queen. This also, again, has Upsolite technology in it. We're gonna use the Makeup by Ario collab with Morphe. It's technically a foundation brush, but when I tell you it works great for cream blushes of all types, I would not steer you guys wrong. So this is brush number 824. I'm just gonna go in a little bit. I'm not gonna go crazy because this is very pigmented. I'll use my finger too. For some reason, oh, there we go. Just kind of tapping it in circular motions to get it all blended out. I love how that looks. That looks so pretty. Same thing on the other side. I love it. I love this color. Do a little bit on my nose, but I'm trying to find where There we go. Clean off this brush. Because the reason well, sometimes I'll use this on my clients for foundation, but I always, of course, wash them like the day that they come. I always make sure all my brushes are clean. And I have really bad OCD, so that doesn't really help either. But the only thing we have left to do, and I'm going to do it on camera, because I'm almost done anyway. I'll only have to do my highlighter, and I'm going to use a Patrick Ta lip gloss in the shade, 2 cc's. That sounds like bad. 2 cc's. Like what? What's going on? Alright. I'm going to use one of the new Milk Makeup highlighting stick thingies. I don't know exactly what they're called. In the shade Turnt. It's really, really pretty. It's like a it's really, really pretty. But I don't know how if it's gonna affect my foundation or not. That's the only thing. I'm not sure. There's like hair in my eye and I can't figure out where it is. Oh no, it's actually working pretty well. I like that. It's pretty. Very pretty. And I typically don't use stick products, like I just don't like them, but I like this. Very pretty. I didn't want to like overdo it, so let's put the little, I think they're so cute. These are so tiny and little. Whoops. Okay. Now we're gonna finish with some Patrick Ta gloss. It's so good. I don't want to get it dirty. Alright. And then I'm gonna put my hair down so you guys can see the full look. Whoa. That's like a tingly feeling. It's one of the major volume plumping glosses. Has like that tingly feel, kind of like some of the Too Faced lip injection ones do. Kind of like that, but it's really pretty. Really, really pretty. So. I love how this came out. This is the final look, guys. Side view. I had a blast with you guys today. I apologize that the video was super fucking long. But like I said, you guys are welcome to skip to any part of the video that you want to. I'm not going to be mad. I'm very cool, very laid back. But I love you guys so much. For those of you who are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing before you leave, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell. This way you're always notified whenever I upload a new video. And that being said, I love you guys so much, and thank you for spending time with me today, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Love you guys. Bye guys.